has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park. A few and we are underway in Buffalo. They'll elect to bring it out here from the... And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble. But when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Bills nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Morris now throwing on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Morris. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Morris. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now Morris from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. McFarland. It's a room to maneuver, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Stafford's throw into the hands of Fan. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Albert O, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, Bills 3.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Broncos Bills Tyler Bass to kick off football.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Operating from the gun, Morris. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
From the gun, Morris. Morris fighting. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Bills 10.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up now on second and a yard. Back to throw. Morris. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Lawson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll try the left side. McFarland. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. McFarland running out of the gun. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll try the air now with Stafford. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. McFarland will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Bills 17.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Fire's the mic. Fire's the mic. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Looking to throw. Morris. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Everyone's got 4. 4 down. 18
Back to throw. Morris. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
Set. 180. Check mark 54. Right 54. Oh, here we go. Oh.
From the 50 at Stafford. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Morris. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Morris. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills cut into that lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run the counter. McFarland into the secondary, past the... And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Wow, 185 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll run with McFarland. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. To throw is Morris on 1st and 10. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Mike 5. Hey, let's get them holes. Mike 5. I got it. 5's the mic. 5's the mic. Last name 19. Check tight. Mike 5. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 5's the mic.
Back to throw. Morris. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Morris. It's complete to Diggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket, and he'll just get rid of it. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Come on. Mike 5.
Back to throw again. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
25-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd down at 7. Off play action. Morris. finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Morris from the gun on third down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And returning it, here's Hamler. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On first down, McFarland. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Stafford. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They'll run with McFarland. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. With 207 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. From the red zone now, Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Ed Oliver able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Morris. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Able to shake him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Gregory Rousseau in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Like the footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Third and long. It's Stafford. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Morris. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
My five. Okay, double up. My five.
Here's Morris on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Morris now. Throwing on first down. Going deep for Diggs. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And 218 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Check. Watch 54. Too little,
Now a run with McFarland, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Waiting. I'm trying to collect. Zebra. Right there.
They'll try the left side. McFarland. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Watch 54. And let's get that ball, Dean. Let's get that ball ready.
They run the counter. McFarland. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
On first down, McFarland. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It's second and inches.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second and very short, Stafford. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Pick me up. Here we go. Right there. 54, right there, 54, Mike. I got him.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On third down, here's McFarland. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Right there.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming.
Ready. Blue 60. Mike 54. Mike 54. And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. It's easy to learn. He's crashing. He's chasing.
On third down, McFarland, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now McManus for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Broncos 70, Bills 31.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now Morris on third down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
Okay, an oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory.
49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Ready?
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.